everyone, I'm Celeste, and this is your June forecast for 2016. All right, I'm going to just get right into it and let you know what to expect. First card, Six of Coins. This is an excellent card. Especially after coming out of a Mercury retrograde in Taurus, which really just put a stop to a lot of people's just feeling of flow in their finances. This is a wonderful card when it comes to receiving. So the focus at the first part of June is going to be about receiving everything that you need insofar as finances are concerned. So a lot of you can expect to get money that is owed to you, and to just, I want to say, feel like you're benefiting from someone else's bounty. So it's a really good card for receiving money, and I definitely get things that are just due, right, and things that you owe. And if you are in a position where you owe money, you will be paying just very graciously, right? You'll have it to give, and in having it to give, in having that spirit of generosity and expansion, it sets you up to receive even more, right? So it's like when you're paying a bill, if you can do it with the energy of affirming that you have money to give, then you set yourself up to receive. So focus on the energy of giving and receiving for the first part of June, because it will definitely benefit you. Okay, let's see what our next card is. Ooh, cool. So, the Two of Wands. This card, it feels, well, these cards feel different for me for every reading, for every month, for every client. In this moment in time, the energy that I get is a card of the energy of decision, dynamic decision. It's not time to make your decision, but time is on your side. And that place of choice is a I can't speak. That place of choice is a powerful place. You can really just garner a lot of energy by not making a decision, but being aware that there is one to make and waiting for the impulse to be pure, for it to be that ace instead of the two. When you have the Ace of Rods, then you have that epiphany, that lightning strikes you, that awareness, that sudden inspiration to move forward. The two means hang back. It's still a dynamic time when it comes to your desires. You're gathering strength, and you are in the advantage. But sometimes when you're in the advantage, you're still meant to wait, right? Mars is in retrograde right now. So it's not necessarily time to attack and to move forward. It is a time of taking steps that put you in the advantageous position. So just hold your horses, right, this month when it comes to your goals and action steps, and know that it is still a powerful time. So you're not weakened just because you're not just going and getting that thing just yet, and just because you're having to wait a little bit. Notice that in your waiting, you still feel good. You're not at a disadvantage. Okay? Let's see what our next card is for June. Highest divine energies for June. Well, the Strength card. I love this card. The first energy that wants to come through is one of like a congratulations for stilling the beast within, for quieting the ego and listening to your inner voice, the music of your soul, and not giving in to base feelings and thoughts. And it's a card of strength because you have overcome an animalistic aspect of yourself. And that is, I feel like, what is going to be going on. So you'll have the strength to not give in to lower energies this month that previously you might have bent under. You will not this month. Notice that. Notice how you have changed. Notice how you can think about that same person or that same problem or that area of your life or self-concept, and it normally maybe would have sent you on some spiral, but this month you'll be able to focus on your strengths. Well, giving yourself some pats on the back for having done what you could do, done the best that you could do, for having been loyal and honest and forthright and good. So the best of you is going to be highlighted this month when it comes to your nature and your character. And that's really powerful. I mean, we definitely have, busy lives where there's a lot to do and a lot to accomplish. And I think people make decisions about themselves based on the external, but not necessarily on how just strong they are amidst, just some disaster, or when nothing is really happening and you don't have necessarily accolades happening, or you don't have a kind of platform to display your awesomeness and your accomplishments as a human being. And a lot of times it's really a lot more meaningful, and that strength can go a lot farther if we give it to ourselves, if we just actually sit there and acknowledge how strong we are. And so that is definitely going to be, I feel like, a gift for us this month. Acknowledging our strengths, focusing on our strengths. Okay, let's see what else we have. Oh, this wants to come through. Ooh, this is awesome. Truth. The Ace of Swords. This is an interesting card to me because it's somewhat frightening, right? I mean, it can hurt. It is a blade, and there are little drops of blood coming from this sword. But there's also a crown around it and wings, so it's a higher truth, right? It's not the kind of truth that can be changed. Now, all facts can change, but the highest divine truth cannot be changed. So that clarity and that awareness and that truth is going to be pretty glaring this month, towards the end of the month. Truths about yourself, truths about other people. But for me, it's actually going to be, it's not one of these times where you ruminate on what you really think about anything. It's going to be a quick moment of understanding and being set free. With that understanding, it sets you free. It's not like you think about it a lot, or you get on the phone and talk to your friends about what you think. These are the facts. It's not about gossip, right? It's the truth that sets you free. So when you really are focused on the truth, you're not really talking about it. You are going forward with clarity and freedom and momentum and just a lightness of being. So know that this month, if you are thinking about a problem in your life or hearing about problems from other people, and there's just a lot of, going over things again and again, or playing that tiny violin, or just that you're the fourth person to hear this story because someone just can't stop telling it, or maybe that's you. Maybe you just kind of like want to keep telling your story, and you have maybe a bone to pick because you think you're onto something. Hang back and say, now, if I had the truth, I wouldn't be focused on the problem anymore. I would be free, and I'd be moving forward. and I'd be moving forward without a feeling of needing to dissect and repeat, because we're dealing with an ace, right? And aces are pure. So just one time, that bell needs to ring once, and then you are set free. All right, let's see what else we have. I'll draw one more card for June. This is the Three of Swords. So ace, and now we have a 3. So with this truth, it looks like might come the breaking of some ties, and usually this card comes with just a little bit of there's a little bit of an owie, there's an ouch to it. Someone is going to feel hurt. It's not necessarily you, it might be the other party. Definitely these are dealing with other people. It could be within a love triangle. It could be within a family. The feeling I'm getting is within family and workplace. But that feeling of hurt, it's a 3. It's not permanent. And it's one of these things where if someone really treats you crappy, like, do you really want to be with that person anyway? You know, if you find out someone has gossiped about you, and it's shocking and it hurts, but you know, it's really like, how much can it hurt if someone's disrespect loses your respect? Then the best defense is detachment and moving on. But they're also showing me that these are the kind of pains that are growing pains. Because when you're set free with this truth, sometimes things around you are going to have to change and shift, because you've just, raised your vibration. You've raised your level of awareness and clarity about others around you, so you might have to make some cuts. And sometimes that's difficult, and sometimes it hurts. But the hurt won't last for very long, because it's not actually personal. It's just about vibration, and you're just no longer a vibrational match with these energies. So you just really have to cut the cord and return their energy to them and return your energy to you. And don't think that you own the future, right? I like to do forecasts. It's one of my favorite things to do. However, I do it with a sense of knowing that you're creating your future with every single thought and action. And when I read the future, it has to do with the momentum that's been building. So when you do recognize that there is some hurt happening, don't swear by it conclusively, like that is just the way it's always going to be, and they're never going to feel better or forgive me or understand, or we won't make up, or they won't adjust to your level of vibration eventually, because people can come back into our lives. This is definitely, it's not a death card, it's not the 10 of swords, it's the 3. So it's a little owie, but it's not, it's a cut that will heal. All right, so that is it for your forecast for the month of June. And thank you very much. If you would like a personal reading, you can go to my website, celestialmedicine.com. I give readings, and I also am an energy healer. So if you want a healing, I love doing healings. What else? I think that's about it for now. Again, thank you very much. If you liked the video, press like. If you can't wait to hear your next month's forecast, please subscribe, and have a wonderful month of June. Thank you.